Have you ever wondered what it truly feels like to leave your home for the last time? Not for vacation, not for a short hospital stay, but knowing deep down you may never fully return again. For many older adults, moving into a nursing home seems like the practical choice. Family members worry about falls, medications, memory problems, or living alone. Doctors may recommend more supervision. Loved ones want safety and peace of mind. And in many cases, those concerns are real. But there's another side to this decision that people rarely discuss openly. The emotional side, the human side. Because while nursing homes may provide care for the body, many seniors quietly struggle with what happens to the heart, the mind, and the spirit afterward. Today, we're going to talk honestly about 6 hard truths many elderly people experience after moving into a nursing home. This is not about blaming families. And it's not about saying nursing homes are always bad. Some provide excellent care and truly help people who need medical support. But many seniors later admit there were emotional realities they never expected, and some quietly carry deep regret. So if you're getting older yourself or helping aging parents make important decisions, this conversation may help you see things more clearly. The first hard truth is this. Many seniors lose their sense of independence much faster than they expected. When people imagine independence, they often think about driving a car or paying bills. But real independence lives in small daily choices. Choosing when to wake up, making your own breakfast, opening the curtains in your favorite room, watering the plants, walking outside when you feel like it. These tiny routines may seem ordinary, but they give people dignity and identity. Inside many nursing homes, life becomes highly structured. Meals happen at scheduled times. Medications follow strict routines. Lights go on and off according to facility schedules. Even well-meaning staff members are often very busy, caring for many residents at once. And slowly, many seniors begin to feel that they are no longer directing their own lives. A man named Robert, age 79, once described it this way: "I didn't realize how much freedom meant to me until I lost the little things." Before moving, Robert spent every morning sitting on his porch drinking coffee and reading the newspaper. It was his ritual for nearly 30 years. After entering a care facility, mornings became rushed and unfamiliar. Breakfast arrived on a tray. Staff entered his room frequently. Noise echoed through the hallways. Nothing felt personal anymore. He later said the hardest part was not aging itself. It was feeling like he no longer had control over his own life. And for many seniors, this emotional shift happens quietly. At first, they try to stay positive. But over time, the loss of independence can slowly weaken confidence, motivation, and even mental sharpness. The second hard truth is that loneliness often becomes deeper, not better. This surprises many families. People assume that because nursing homes are full of residents, seniors will naturally feel less lonely. But loneliness is not simply about being around people. It's about feeling emotionally connected, feeling understood, feeling that someone truly knows you. Margaret, an 82-year-old widow, moved into a nursing home after falling twice at home. Her children believed she would feel safer and more social there. And physically, she was safer. But emotionally, something changed. At home, Margaret had neighbors who waved every morning. She knew the sound of birds outside her kitchen window. She had memories in every corner of her home. Inside the nursing facility, everything felt unfamiliar. Residents came and went. Conversations stayed shallow. Staff members were kind but constantly busy. At night, Margaret often sat silently near the window, watching cars pass outside. One nurse later shared that Margaret once whispered, "I've never felt so invisible in my life." That sentence captures something many seniors experience but struggle to express. As people age, emotional connection becomes even more important, not less. And when meaningful relationships disappear, loneliness can become overwhelming. The third hard truth is that many seniors begin to feel forgotten by the people they love most. This truth is painful because families usually never intend for this to happen. In the beginning, visits are frequent. Children promise to come every weekend. Grandchildren stop by regularly. Everyone says, "We'll visit all the time." And at first they often do. But life moves quickly. Work becomes busy. Children have responsibilities. Schedules become complicated. Weeks pass, then months. And for the elderly parent sitting quietly in that room, the silence becomes heartbreaking. George, age 85, used to wait every Sunday afternoon for his daughter and grandson. At first, they visited often. Then the visits became shorter. Eventually, some weekends passed without anyone coming at all. George never complained. He always smiled politely. But staff noticed something sad. Every time footsteps echoed down the hallway, George would slowly lift his head toward the door, hoping someone he loved had arrived. That image is deeply emotional because many elderly people experience exactly this feeling. Not anger, not bitterness, just sadness. A quiet feeling that the world they once helped build no longer has room for them. And one of the deepest human fears is not death itself, but being forgotten before death arrives. The fourth hard truth is that emotional decline can happen surprisingly fast. Most families focus heavily on physical care when choosing a nursing home. Can staff manage medications? Is the facility clean? Are there nurses available? These things absolutely matter. But emotional health matters too. When seniors lose familiar routines, meaningful responsibilities, and daily purpose, something inside them can slowly begin to fade. Not dramatically. Quietly. Eleanor, age 77, had spent her entire life caring for others. She cooked meals for her family every Sunday. She grew flowers in her garden. She loved organizing family birthdays and holidays. After moving into care, those roles disappeared almost overnight. Meals were prepared for her. Laundry was handled by staff. Her daily responsibilities vanished. At first, it sounded relaxing. But after several months, Eleanor became emotionally withdrawn. She stopped participating in activities. She spent more time alone in her room. One caregiver later said, "She didn't just lose her house. She lost her purpose." That sentence is incredibly important because purpose gives people energy. It gives people a reason to wake up in the morning. And without purpose, emotional decline often accelerates much faster than families expect. The fifth hard truth is this. A nursing home can provide care, but it can never fully replace home. This may sound obvious, but many people don't fully understand it until they experience it personally. Home is not just walls and furniture. Home is memory, identity, comfort, familiar smells, daily habits built over decades. It's the chair where you sat every evening, the kitchen where you raised your children, the sound of rain against your own bedroom window. These emotional connections run very deep. Helen, age 80, moved into a beautiful modern care facility with excellent staff. Her room was clean and comfortable. But one evening, she quietly told her son something heartbreaking. She said, "I have a room here, but I don't feel home." That emotional difference is difficult to explain unless you've experienced it yourself. Many seniors grieve the loss of home almost like grieving a loved one. Because in many ways, home becomes part of who we are. The sixth hard truth is that many people wish they had planned aging differently while they still had time. This may be the most important lesson of all. Many families avoid conversations about aging because they feel uncomfortable. No one wants to talk about decline, caregiving, or the possibility of losing independence. So people wait until a fall happens, a hospitalization, a medical emergency, and then decisions are made quickly under stress and fear. Later, many seniors realize there may have been other possibilities, perhaps more support at home, a smaller house closer family, part-time caregivers, community living arrangements, more honest conversations earlier on. This doesn't mean nursing homes are always the wrong choice. For some people with serious medical needs, they truly provide necessary care and safety. But many seniors later admit they wish they had planned aging more intentionally before a crisis forced difficult decisions. Because once independence disappears suddenly, choices often become much more limited. If there's one thing these stories remind us of, it's this: growing older is not just a medical experience. It's a deeply emotional human experience. People do not stop needing love, dignity, purpose, and connection simply because they become old. In fact, those things may matter even more with age. Safety matters. Healthcare matters. But feeling valued, feeling remembered, Feeling emotionally alive matters too. So whether you're thinking about your own future or caring for aging parents, don't wait until a crisis forces difficult conversations. Talk openly, plan thoughtfully, and remember that quality of life is about much more than simply staying physically safe. Now I'd love to hear from you. What are your thoughts about nursing homes and aging? Have you or someone you love experienced something similar? Leave a comment below and share your story. Your words may help someone else feel understood and less alone. And if this video gave you something meaningful to reflect on, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who may need to hear it today. Thank you for spending this time with us. Take care of yourself and the people you love most.